Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it has been a while since I uploaded my videos, and there is a reason because over a month ago I got into a car accident. For me it was a pretty serious one, as you can see from the picture, because the airbag came out, the car is a total at the moment. So today I just want to do this video to share with you about my experiences, and then also tips if you ever have to be in this unfortunate situation. Maybe this can help you as well. So what happened? Briefly, to summarize it, essentially we got into the car accident because we were going straight on green through an intersection. So we do have a right of way, but there was another incoming traffic, and the incoming traffic was supposed to wait for us because it was a green light for us. But then the other car just incoming and then just trying to turn left when we're going straight on highway and at a pretty 80 kilometers, so pretty fast speed as well. And I guess the other car did not see us, so it was just turn left, and then when it saw us, probably just got panic and just stopped right away. So I felt like my husband was driving us, so like I felt like he was considering leaning toward the left a little bit, but there was a truck on the left of us, and so there was nothing that could be done, and we just hit the other car when the car just like stopped. And so it was like a T-bone to the other car. So luckily the other car only have the driver and no passenger. So from the picture you could see that like my side hit more of the other car, so have more damage on my side of a passenger side. So it was actually reported on the news, online news in my city as well, but luckily there's no major injuries for both parties. Right after the car crash, like I was say, like the airbag came out, and it hurt. It hurts, like my upper part of my body was like very painful because of the airbag. And I could hear that like my husband keep asking me, are you okay, are you okay? And the police came very fast. The paramedic came very fast as well. And I remember that I was just telling my husband, it's like it hurts, but then I couldn't see things anymore. Like I started to lose vision, so it was like everything was white for me. And I think my husband, like afterward, he told me that there was another person coming by just telling him to try to keep me staying awake, so he just keep me asking question, and I think I remember just like I just repeatedly say that, okay, I don't see I can't see anything, everything just white. And then he tried to ask me, oh, can you hear me? I don't know, like maybe what's the day today or something. And then I was thinking like, okay, sure, but I just can't see. And I recall that I think I was thinking like, oh, what if I'm going blind? So what can I actually do? Luckily, my vision came back after 5 minutes. And at that point, like the police already there, the paramedic already there. They're very friendly. They all came over and they just like keep like trying to check on, like to ask like, oh, what part of my body is hurt, and can I move and stuff. So at that point, like I was at like my shoulder, my neck, or like my back was like painful. So yeah, after a while, so I know like they took me into the me and my husband to the paramedic vehicle, and then just check our blood pressures, and then just going through the different procedure, and asking us like if we want to be taken to a hospital emergency care, or like do we prefer to do going to an urgent care ourselves, because like a hospital emergency at that point would be a 8 hours wait, and probably the urgent care one will be faster, like 2 to 3 hours. But keep in mind that like if we decided that like we going ourselves to the urgent care, then we have to sign some paper to say like, oh, we accept that I guess the risk associated of them not taking us directly to the hospital. So they were checking us and stuff and say like, luckily we're still young, and then so it seemed like it's okay, but it doesn't mean that the next few days things don't get worse. So they still encourage us to like definitely go and check out in the urgent care. So we decided, my husband definitely was better than me, because he was able to get out of the car himself, and then while like I feel more pain than him, so, and my body more stiff. So anyways, we decided that like we will sign the paper to forgo taken directly to the hospital emergency, but instead we will just go to the urgency care ourselves. So because my husband was able to move around, was still okay, just like he still have some pain, but not as much as bad as me. So the next step is like we're doing the police report right at the place, and then we also have to get our car towed. So we actually have back then we previously have a CAA membership, but then because like our credit card has the options of like towing cars, so we cancel our membership, and we were thinking of using it to towing the car away, because like you cannot just leave like a car that got damaged on the road, right? It would impact the traffic at that area. So we tried to call, so like he tried to call it, but then like he couldn't get a hold of like the credit card service. So we decided to just like let one of the towing company that was like they were right there at the place to handle the car towing. So I know for him he would prefer to have it from the CAA or something, because like I guess it's just like a service that we already know and more reliable. So but yeah, so if you have a CAA membership, make sure to take advantage of that. So so during that time, he also called our car insurance company to let them know that we got into a car accident right away, and that like we don't have a car anymore. So they help right away with getting us a car rental, and then also try to book us into a physio. So our next step is actually getting to the car rental place to just using Uber. So my husband was still able to drive, and my body, I still feel painful and stuff, but it's acceptable. So so we just take care of that. We got the car rental. We went to the urgent care, and luckily we got into for the day, because they stopped accepting patients like maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes after we went there. So we got everything checked out, and yeah, so the doctors had me to do x-ray just to make sure that like my lung was not damaged. I have no broken bone, anything for my upper body. So luckily everything was good, and he just say, of course, like on the chest area you cannot really see it on the x-ray, so he say the doctor said like for the next like 12-24 hours, making sure that you apply either cold or hot towel or ice on the bruises, because it's gonna get worse in the next 12-24 hours. Take medications like Tylenol to help with the pain if needed, and but still try to move ourselves a little bit, our body, so that like our body not gonna get so stiff and it's gonna worse later on. So, and he said that I probably got a light concussion when I had my whiteout, because like when I'm reading it about it afterward, it's pretty much the transition of the whiteout part of transition before you can lose your consciousness. So anyway, so he said like just to look out for it if my my vision start to get blur again or lose my my vision, so definitely come back. So yeah, so after at the urgent care around 4 or 5 hours, then because the wait is long, but good thing we still had it checked out. So we went home, and I also called email my family doctor to let her know about the situation, and then she also called me back. So that was very promptly during the same day, just to let her know about the car accident. So if there's any issue afterward, then she can keep, then we have a record of this. So beside my pain, I would say that I had a lot of bruises on my knees and on my leg as well, because probably just my leg just hit the front of the car when the airbag came out and everything, and then we probably got a whiplash. So they do say that like we still need to try to move ourselves lightly, because like the pain gonna get worse, but you have to keep your mobility and keep move around to help easing. Just light activities would be helpful. So it's true that the next day like I feel much worse, but after 48 hours like things get better. Like I would say, then we get into physio for the next week right away. So the physio service, they were arranged by the car insurance company. So we have to fill out paperwork and stuff, but there was no payment up front, and I think it's just like arranged with the car insurance, and then but then they also have to coordinate with our own private insurance if you are working and you have another company providing your health insurance at work and so on. So for physio, so like the first appointment is like kind of assessment to see where do I feel hurt or where I feel painful, what kind of things that I can do now, what kind of things I get limited activities. So luckily my parents are here with us, so they help with our cooking and stuff. So it's very helpful when like right after the car accident. So yeah, so they would, for the physio, they would provide us with like some stretching activities or stretching exercise that we can do at home, and we go into the physio like around like 2 days per week, so for 12 weeks period. So that like for me is really like to help with my neck pain, my shoulder pain, and my like mid back pain. So I totally could see that a lot of movement that I could like I wouldn't feel anything before the accident, and now I would feel the pain. Just like this movement now, even now I feel the pain at this point for my mid back. And same, like less on this side, but it's more on this side. Like right now I can feel it right away. Or like on the first few days, like even certain movement like this for me, I feel very stiffness, feel pain in at the beginning. I would feel pain even if I don't do anything. So, but now things definitely like after more than a month, things definitely getting better. So it's just like only like certain movement would make me feel pain, but the physio place would say that like we have to continue do these stretches and stuff. And what we found out afterwards when talking to some acquaintances is like, and some told us like when they got into accident a long time ago, they still can get the pain now. So definitely first, like you want to go through physio, so don't forget about that. Like it's just like keep it up like right away and try to go to physio, try like making sure like so that like you don't have lasting impact. So I'm not sure how long this will take me to get back to normal, but I'm just gonna keep it up and continue with the program and everything. So anyway, so at this point we are still waiting on like what is the amount of for the car payout. And as you can see, it took them quite a while because like they also say that there have been a lot of accidents and there's a backlog in determining on assessing the cars and everything. So just make sure that you drive safe, and I mean wear seatbelt for sure in Canada, because like sometimes you'll drive safe but then other people don't. And the crazy thing is that we saw another car accident after our car crash, and it was the same thing. We were waiting to turn left, another car behind us just took overcome us, and then turn left when there was a truck coming in, and the truck just hit the other car. And good thing that it just hit the back of the other car, so you can see like, and you can see like the back of the other car is totally destroyed, and it's a truck. So you could see like how big of an impact. And if it hit the front, hit the beginning of the car, the other car, definitely like I think it's gonna be a very bad. So yeah, we saw that right after our car crash, like a few days after. So accidents do happen, and it can happen more than you think. So for sure, insurance is a must, and make sure you wear seatbelt, because without a seatbelt, yeah, I don't know what would have happened. And yeah, so like do physio, contact your car insurance, take time off from work appropriately if you don't feel well. Anyway, so this is it for today, and I will be back with some more videos, interview, or the guests sharing about the experiences. So yeah, thanks again for listening, and I will talk to you another time. Bye now.